What if this moment, right now, isn't happening just once? What if, somewhere beyond what we can see, this exact second is unfolding infinitely, with tiny changes and terrifying consequences? Close your eyes for a second. Imagine reality not as a straight line, but as a branching tree. Every thought, every decision, every hesitation, splitting the universe again and again. This is not science fiction. This is one of the most serious ideas in modern physics, the idea of parallel worlds, the multiverse. And once you understand it, you'll never see reality the same way again. Physicists believe the universe doesn't choose a single outcome. Instead, every possible outcome happens. When you chose to click this video, the universe split. In one timeline, you're still scrolling. In another, you stopped watching halfway. And in this one, you're here, listening. But those other versions of you, they didn't disappear. They continued, living different lives, making different mistakes, becoming different people. Right now, there may be a version of you who made every right decision, and another who made one choice that ruined everything. This idea comes from something called the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics. At the smallest level of reality, particles don't behave normally. They exist in multiple states at once, until observed. And instead of collapsing into one outcome, some scientists believe the universe splits, creating separate realities for each possibility. Not metaphorically, literally. Entire universes branching off like glowing timelines in endless darkness, just like what you're seeing right now. If that's true, then reality is far bigger and far stranger than we were ever told, because it means nothing is truly unique. Every version of you exists somewhere. Every life you almost lived is being lived right now. That job you didn't take, that message you never sent, that road you didn't choose. In another world, you chose differently. And the scary part? Those worlds aren't destroyed. They don't fade away. They continue forever. Some people believe we've already seen cracks between these worlds, moments where realities overlap, memories that don't match history, events people swear happened but never did. Entire groups remembering a different past, different logos, different names, different outcomes. This phenomenon is known as the Mandela Effect, and while many dismiss it as false memory, others believe it's something darker, evidence of timelines brushing against each other, as if reality itself is struggling to stay consistent. There are even reports of people who believe they shifted universes. They wake up in a world almost identical to their own, but something feels off. Familiar streets with wrong signs, people acting slightly different, objects not where they remember leaving them. Everything looks normal, except it doesn't feel normal, as if they're living in a copy of their life, not the original. What if these aren't hallucinations? What if they crossed over? Some theories suggest black holes may act as gateways between universes, not portals like in movies, but cosmic tunnels, bridges between realities, places where the rules of physics break down completely. If information can't be destroyed, then where does it go? Some scientists believe it escapes into another universe, a parallel world born from our own, meaning every black hole could be creating realities beyond ours, hidden, unreachable, but real. Then there's the most disturbing idea of all. What if death isn't the end? There's a theory called quantum immortality. It suggests that whenever you die in one timeline, your consciousness continues in another, a version where you survived. You never experience your own death because awareness always shifts to the timeline where you're still alive. If that's true, You've already died countless times, you just don't remember it. Some believe dreams are glimpses into these other lives, moments where consciousness briefly slips between realities. Have you ever dreamed a life that felt too real? A place you've never been, but somehow recognize. People you've never met, but feel connected to. What if those weren't dreams? What if you were observing another version of yourself, living their reality? And then there's the possibility that changes everything. What if this entire multiverse is artificial? What if reality is a simulation? Advanced beings running countless universes side by side, testing outcomes, letting timelines branch, then collapse. If one reality fails, another continues, meaning existence itself is an experiment, and we are the data. If that's true, then parallel worlds aren't accidents, they're intentional. And awareness is the glitch. Because once you start questioning reality, you don't fit perfectly anymore. You notice patterns. You feel watched. You feel like reality is responding to you, as if it knows you're becoming aware. Right now, infinite versions of you exist. Some braver, some weaker, some already gone. But this version, the one listening to these words, is still here, still questioning, still aware. And every choice you make after this moment creates new branches, new realities, new consequences. So the real question isn't whether parallel worlds exist. The question is, which version of you will continue? The one who ignores curiosity, or the one who keeps searching? Because somewhere out there, another you is watching this same video, wondering the same thing. And if realities really do connect, one day you may finally meet yourself.